Hi. In this episode, I will continue covering other UI elements, UI components available in the toolbar, available as a tool as your tool set to create nice UI screens in Clickly. But before doing that, let me fix something because probably in the previous episode you noticed that when we switched from one screen to another one, this header, these names look ugly. So we want to change those. First of all, that's exactly why the stack screen 4 will go there and change the title and call it main. And in the second screen, we don't have this stack screen. We can edit manually, or we can just press activate screen layout settings and it will be there for us. And let's change it second screen. On Android and iOS, this header, and on web, this header looks a little bit differently. On web, it's like Android, like on Android, but on iOS, this title will be in the middle of the screen. So you see, it changed. So let's go back to the toolbar. Before that, we want to remove this components. Uh, one more thing I just forgot and just remembered is there is yet another option besides touchable opacity and buttons. It's actually the preferable one. I don't know why I forgot it in the previous episode, but it's called Pressable, and it gives you access to its state inside the component itself. For instance, if I it will be nice to visualize with the switch and make this pressable with some spacing, and let's give it some background um, like this. Yeah, like this. And then maybe even more spacing. Let's a lot of spacing just to visualize the point I want to show. And then in the switch, we can connect it not to some UI state, but we can connect it to the state of the pressable at this moment. And we can select this pressable and say, okay, is pressed. And then it goes this way, and then it will be visible on view. And if I press not on the button, not on the switch itself, but somewhere on pressable, you see it changes its state. So using that, you can apply some conditional styling and change some shadow or some color or some anything else. So using Pressable, you can build your own interactive button that is styled exactly as you want, and you have control over every state of this button. Also for web, there are more things available. Also hovered and focused. They're there. They're just hidden most of the time unless you started using it. Because these two are not on Android and iOS, so they are not exposed usually. But for web, they're there. So you can also utilize that if you need. Let's go back to the toolbar. So in the toolbar, what I wanted to tell you is you have a lot of components. You have 100 plus different components. The main number, the most of all those come from the React Native paper, uh, and it's a set of components that implements Google's Material Design version 3, and is a lot of building blocks that allow you building whatever you need. But besides that, you have, of course, React Native, which is the core components for React. And besides these two, you have a lot of smaller packages that expose one or two components that are pretty handy. Um, Explore, try using those. When you, by the way, you can search by text, by name of this component. You can filter by package. When you click on the component, you can see a little bit of description of it, what it does. So you always can understand it a little bit better. Explore, try different options. Again, use this live preview thing with the browser on your phone, or much better using native, using Expo Go app. Um, Test it at the same time, see how it looks like. Is it exactly what you need, or you need something else? And good luck, and thank you for your attention. See you on the next episode.